Milk Crate Marauder.
Before we listen to the work that you did, because you're so brilliant, let me talk about
what a rotten job we did.
What?
Tell us what a rotten job we did.
Let me tell you how stupid you are.
Both of us, or just John?
You more than John, because you actually have a paid job on this show.
Okay.
I sent you out to watch him. He should really be watching you.
Okay.
Because you're stupider than John. And I can make a really good argument that you were stupider than John.
You can always make that argument.
Yeah.
So go for it.
Because you think you're smart. You think you're Bob Morton from Letterman.
No.
Let me tell you something. Bob Morton from Letterman is stupider than you.
Okay.
All right? So don't look up to him. On the chain of idiocy, Bob Morton comes first, then you, and then John. John's ahead of you, too.
So why am I stupid? I'm dying to know.
Just accept it from me that you're an idiot.
Okay. I thought
You want me to go into it?
No.
All right, I'll go into it as long as you ask.
I thought it was going somewhere.
I'll go into it as long as you ask.
All right.
I sent you
I know why you're going to tell me I'm stupid.
Oh, so you know why you're stupid.
I think I know why.
Well, good. Then let's hear why. Then you'll save my breath.
I believe
we can hear your hot, smelly breath.
I believe that you think that I'm stupid because you sent us out with a bunch of questions, and on every time someone came up, we didn't ask the first question written. Is that it?
Maybe you're not so stupid.
We can figure out what you're doing wrong.
A true retard wouldn't know why he's retarded. So you're not retarded. You're just stupid.
So what is that? That's stupid. Okay.
Yeah, you're just stupid. He even knows why he's stupid, and just tell me why I sent you out there.
You sent me out there to look at the situation, and to guide John in the right direction.
Well, you know what? That's even a little too ambitious. I sent you out there in case John got thrown out of the MTV Awards, you would quickly pick up the questions and keep asking.
Right.
That's really why I sent you out there. Other than that, let John do his thing. Now, I had instructed John. I structured questions. I only worked on these questions for 2 days before they went out to John. And I said to Barbara Bowie, before he went out there, I said, take the questions and give them to John. In this order, this very specific order.
Didn't he stop you and say they have to be in order before I leave?
Gary even said, they gotta be in order. If no one's gonna know, then you're gonna get mad.
That's David Brenner.
Yeah, that's you. You and David Brenner. Both the same.
But now, can I explain which John made an attempt to, and I know you hung up on him.
Go ahead, explain it to me.
Okay. I got out there. I had not yet heard the Bon Jovi interview that you played the other day.
Mm-hmm.
When we got to the Bon Jovi questions, John said, I already asked him all these questions.
No, you didn't, John.
No.
You didn't, John.
Oh, yeah?
This is a different setting. This is in front of a lot of people.
All I can tell you,
I said just follow the orders.
I didn't even talk to you. You didn't say nothing to me.
I tell you every time. Each time I got to give you a new set of orders? How many times have I said to you, just follow the order? Don't create. You're a robot.
But you know what? Can I just say something?
What?
The results on the Bon Jovi one are better than if he would have asked those questions.
Oh, now you are a creative expert.
He asked the most offensive question possible.
No, to you that's the most offensive question. It doesn't suit my purpose. You see, again, you're thinking, and listen, why don't the two of you repeat after me? We're going to do this in tandem, all right? I'll say something and then you repeat it. We are morons.
We are morons.
We share a very small brain.
We share a very small brain.
Every day we try to outstupid each other.
Every day we try to outstupid each other.
Confusion is our life.
Confusion is our life.
Good.
Good.
Good. Good. Good. Yeah, that's right. Idiot. Two idiots. It's complete. No, I sent them out to California, and, it's just such a simple task. And we go through this every time.
Can I say something to you?
Yeah.
I hate to, listen, you're the king. And
you know what you are, don't you?
Yes, I know. What's next?
Hero of the stupid.
That's right, hero of the stupid.
Prince of the unpaid or what?
Right, Prince of the unpaid.
All right, so listen.
And what are you doing faxing my house with those stupid ideas?
It wasn't something.
That was so unfunny.
I told it to Jack. Jack liked it. I told it to Dan. Dan loved it. Dan wanted to do it. So he said, tell her.
Don't you understand something?
He's patronizing me.
Everybody wants you to fax me this as a goof.
No.
John, can I tell you something?
Jackie's goofing on you.
No, he wasn't.
Jackie,
be honest.
And Jackie laughs at everything.
Yeah.
When I first got out to Los Angeles, that guy that used to intern for us that worked on the Arsenio show, the writer, he was there, and John had him in a chair and was reciting the idea to him.
Oh, dear.
You're a writer, right?
Yeah.
And the guy goes, yeah, and he goes, okay, here's my idea.
And he didn't laugh.
He was John would tell
everyone your idea. This is John's idea for the TV show.
I was just like when Gary left, all the flies left the room.
What is your idea? Where are you going, Gary?
I gotta get the questions.
Okay.
We already went over this.
Go ahead, tell everyone your idea for the TV show.
It's
Go ahead.
a mute point.
Here's Stuttering John.
It's a what point?
It's a mute point.
What did he say? A mute point? Is it a mute point?
Yes,
what is the proper word? Do you know what the proper word is? Let me hear.
A mute, I don't know. No.
Why do you use words that you don't even know?
I thought it was the right word.
A mute point. A mute point would be a point that's not spoken. It's
exactly.
Mute.
So let's not speak about it.
Moot point. Moot.
So moot point. Let me just say something going back to the other thing. I have something.
A mute point.
For 3 years I've been...
Wait till you hear John pronounce the star of Home Alone's name.
How do you say it?
Oh, yeah, I got that wrong.
Let me hear it.
I don't know.
Say it.
Macaulay Culkin or something like that, man.
Macaulay.
I don't know.
Lenny Kravitz was baffled. He didn't know what I was talking about.
Right.
All right, listen, man. Let me just tell you something. For 3 years we've been doing this, and you give me questions, and I have something called the Johnny Mel Stutter Scale. And
no, John, be serious. Don't try to be cute.
I'm not trying to be cute.
It's really unfunny when you try to be cute.
I'm not trying to be cute. Honestly,
let me say something, John.
Honestly,
you're dangerously close to being replaced.
I know. Honestly,
you know why? Because as good as you think you are, we get you into these places. You go and you ask questions. I write out a list of 9 questions, and all I ask you guys, and imagine I send Gary out to Los Angeles to watch him, and Gary approves all of this. Gary is so lame, he calls... You gotta hear this, Robin. I just gotta tell you everything that goes on. I send these 2 idiots out to Los Angeles, right? So they're backstage MTV Awards. It must have been about 8 o'clock at night. I guess the MTV Awards were starting, or getting ready to start.
Yeah.
My phone rings. Collect call from Mr. Delavante. All right, okay, so excuse me, I'm talking now.
I didn't have my phone.
I have the floor.
You always have it.
So, the phone... I go, yes, hello? I'm getting ready for bed. Boss, it's Gary. I go, yeah, I know Mr. Delabate. I didn't think your father was calling me from California. Boss, we got a problem back here, and only you can solve it. I go, okay, what is the problem? Am I wrong? Did you call me?
Yeah, but I don't...
All right, boss, he goes, boss, now what would you do? Okay. See, there's 2 rooms. Okay, there's one room, but one side of the room is TV, the other side of the room is radio. All right? So, now, when John asks a question, should he ask it on the TV side, and then if you don't get an answer, should he go to the radio side, or should he just stay on the TV side, or should he stay just on the radio side?
Legitimate question.
All right, legitimate question. He had to call me from California. He's there to solve problems, and he's there. So I said, listen, you imbecile.
That's a legitimate question?
That's a legitimate question. I said, listen, this is the way I would do it. I'll repeat for you for the 100th time. Ask the question once. Whatever you get is an answer. Don't go 2 times and throw you right out.
See, but I didn't say ask the question 2 times. I was saying that if John doesn't get a question off in TV, he could have always... In other words, if they didn't call on
Gary, play it by ear. Use your head, please.
Well,
stop calling me in my house with bulletins.
Bulletins.
And John, for the 100th time, stick to the list of questions.
All right, can I just defend myself for a second?
No, it's not funny.
Because sometimes if you have a question that I really don't want to ask, so and usually that's the one that, I don't know, forget it.
No, you're thinking too much.
All right.
You are now thinking. But I told you not to think.
But Howard, when I got back, I just thought that you wrote the questions. This is a legitimate response here. I thought that you wrote the questions before I got Bon Jovi.
Don't think.
Because I asked him.
Don't worry, I know what questions I wrote.
Yeah, but I asked John about, why did you
All right, thank you. Okay, very good. That's good. Again, you're still arguing.
This.
All right.
You're not supposed to think.
You're right. All right, from now on,
don't think.
1, 2, 3.
There you go. That's a boy. Good boy.
All right, from now on.
That's all. 2 idiots I sent off. I got 1 idiot. What do I got to send the other one there to watch him for? Oh, Jesus. I swear, you guys are like children.
We are children.
You are. But you're 30 years old, Gary.
Barely.
All right, let's get to it. Who did you interview first? Let's take a look at the list.
We skipped the first one because Christian Slater was dull. John just asked him why was he so angry. And
we're backstage at the MTV Awards.
Right.
Okay.
And he laughed at that, so it wasn't fun. So now this is... Okay, so they already hate John because he already asked a goofy question.
Right.
Next group up, Van Halen.
Van Halen.
They opened the show.
All right. Van Halen, Robin.
All right.
All right.
How you, sir, the gentleman from... Yeah, hi.
First of all, speak loud because we're deaf.
Okay, hi. Do you guys miss your bald ex-lead singer? Who? What? Do you guys miss your bald ex-lead singer?
Speak louder, we're deaf.
Do you guys miss your bald ex-lead singer?
Do you?
Well, I'm asking you.
Well, you.
What the hell was that?
Eddie's.
Who said that?
Wasn't that Sammy?
No, Eddie got pissed already.
Well, wait a second. That was a put down of David Lee Roth. You think they'd like that?
Well, Eddie says, do you? Eddie was...
Oh, and you said you missed him.
Well,
I got to be honest with you.
I miss him.
I miss him. I think Van Halen blows this new album. Really bad.
He's just not a good front man. I'm sorry.
His shorts. Oh, he gets real defensive, huh?
Oh,
did you get off another question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Two
more.
All right.
This is Howard. You know Eddie's my idol, man. This was the most uncomfortable.
Where are the list of questions? Was that the first question?
Yeah, that was the first question.
Yeah. All right. At least you stuck to that.
See, you're sticking to the order. It's good.
Yeah. See how it worked?
Yeah. Well, then I go a little off.
Oh. Why?
Well, I don't remember why.
You're an imbecile.
You know something? Can I just say something for a second? How about just maybe a small, tiny little bit pat on the back for even getting into
For what?
it? For meeting the president, schmoozing my way into this.
Let me tell you something. Number one, I got you into that place.
Howard.
I worked all week on getting into that place.
We weren't in. I met the president. I said, listen, you know, they're not letting me into the MTV musicals. He goes, get out of here. We went over names.
You met
numbers.
Tom Preston.
Tom Preston.
All right. So, okay, good. Here's your pat on the back.
Okay.
And how about a pat on the back for the guy who gets in there and manages to get his way in there and then does it all wrong?
Well, not everything.
Should I pat you on the back for that, too?
Nothing wrong with these questions.
Just stick to my order.
I'm just.
I did go by. All right, go ahead.
All right. You did stick to this order?
Yeah.
Because you know what the next question is.
What?
How come your bass player looks like Lumpy from Leave It to Beaver?
The bass player looks like Lumpy from Leave It to Beaver.
Oh, he looks like Macho Man. You look like...
Hey, if you name your son Wolfgang, will you name your daughter Coyote Face?
Oh.
Now, wait a second. That was question number 5.
Yeah, because I know I only had one more to get
That's not the order.
All right.
You see, again, you screwed up.
Howard, you're gonna...
If you named your son Wolfgang, will you name your daughter Coyote Face? I didn't want it that way. I like to temper the questions. The next question is supposed to be, why doesn't your wife change her name to Van Halen?
Yeah, but can I just say something?
Yeah.
These are edited down. It's not like John reeled off three questions
But I
in a
don't
row.
care. Stick to the order.
All right. Yeah, but you're missing...
You're pissing me off.
You're gonna, all right.
You're gonna what?
Nothing.
You're gonna, all right. No, you were gonna say something.
Nothing.
You're gonna what?
What I was gonna say is that you're gonna harp on this one subject and ruin what's gonna be a very funny interview.
Oh, you're worried now that I'm gonna ruin the interview.
Well, this is the best part coming up right here.
I see. So you think I'm gonna ruin it? Now you think I am gonna ruin the interview?
Yeah.
That's now again you were thinking.
That's exactly.
Right. Don't think.
I'm sorry.
He's thinking I'm gonna ruin my interview. These guys are nuts. Gary, I forget whose show it is. Is it your show? I don't see you with the show. When the Gary Delabate show is on the air, then we'll know who ruins what show.
I'm saying, this is a very funny interview. And
I know. It's funny. Don't worry.
You turn it into a negative.
What?
Gary envisioned this without your voice in it.
No.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
okay, Gary, I'll be quiet.
No,
then.
Robin, I envisioned the show without your face in it.
Gary, do you need to be sitting here for this?
Yes.
Why?
Because I need to tell you some of the stuff that went on backstage.
I don't know. I find you annoying. I'd rather just do this with John.
Fine.
All right, if you don't mind leaving.
Yeah, that's
Thank you.
the problem.
Goodbye.
Baba Booey.
Goodbye, Baba Booey. We'll talk to King of the Stupid. Oh, there goes Gary with his
And
flies.
the flies left, too.
I didn't see Gary adding anything to any of this, except for the fact
Except to tell you to shut up.
Right, because I'm going to ruin it.
You know, let me just say that although I'm stupid, you know, I would consult, the other two guys who were with me on a lot of this stuff, too. So, I can only take a 33% of the blame.
Yeah, no. I don't blame you. They were there to make you stick to the topics. I blame them. I don't blame you. You're like a cerebral palsy victim.
Well, not now. Come on. Cerebral palsy does not relate or equate to retarded.
Oh, I didn't mean it in that respect.
What do you mean?
I sent those two guys to wheel John around.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't talking about intelligence.
Now you're making sense.
Right.
Okay.
They were there to just do everything for him and wheel him around the MTV Awards and point him in the right direction. That's all they were there for. That they did. Then all of a sudden they started producing. Two geniuses. And so we're in the middle of the Eddie Van Halen tirade. This is John yelling out questions at the MTV Awards.
Bang, will you name your daughter Coyote Face?
Would you? How'd this guy get in here? I know. Get rid of this here.
Who's that?
Eddie.
Gary says he saw Eddie Van Halen drinking a beer.
Really? Well, the cure works.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I saw him. He was, yeah.
Gary said he saw him pick up a beer and drink from it.
Yeah.
I thought he's like not an alcoholic anymore.
I don't know. You can tell he's wearing his long shirts now. I think he's trying to cover a big gut now,
Oh, yeah?
That's what it looks like. He was pissed, man.
Why is he so pissed, man?
I don't know.
Greatest life in the world.
You probably made him start drinking.
Yeah, maybe that's what. Was he drinking the beer before? Right? Well, maybe there was water in the bottle. You gotta,
it has that image thing.
Right.
So, put
wants to look cool.
Come on, Al, get in here. Al. We gotta let Alex. There you go. Does anyone have any question to do with music? Now, does somebody have a real question?
No, it's cool, man. It's fine. Yeah. Big fan, man. Take care, Alex. Take care, man. Take care, Mike. We need to liven it up. Yeah, I know. I'll see you, man.
So where's the funny part?
What happened?
See, I didn't,
Gary said the funny part was coming up.
Well, that's when Eddie flips.
Oh.
But then Alex and Sammy came up to me and hung with me and shook my hand, so it was great. But Eddie was just pissed off.
Okay, let's see who's next.
I'm glad you didn't interrupt that.
Yeah, Gary was concerned.
You would have ruined it.
Yeah, I would have ruined it. He's such a good producer. All right, who's next?
I think you have a list, right?
Oh, now you do need Gary.
Well, I could just play it. Oh, no, I got it. All right, this is what, Lenny Kravitz?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Lenny Kravitz. From Married to Lisa Bonet. That's pretty much his thing.
We'll be at Wembley Stadium sometime in December, early December.
Don't you get nervous that Michael Jackson spent so much time with Macaulay Culkin?
With who?
With Macaulay Culkin.
Macaulay Culkin.
Oh,
You just seen him rehearse that one.
Macaulay.
Was that his first question on the list?
We had generics, so now I just go down to, generics.
Couldn't you just said, what's going on between you and Lisa Bonet?
I was just going to
all right, okay.
See, one minute you're telling him not to think, and then you're telling him to think. What do you
think
want?
Gary could sort of think? Maybe
we did. We consulted, me and Gary and
that's
Kevin.
maybe just such a meaningless I don't know. You guys just don't seem to know how to handle things. Macaulay Culkin.
That's the only thing funny about it. I'm sure he has nothing to say.
There's some genuine things I'd be interested in hearing about this guy.
Should I ask some other Rodney King video?
No, you should have asked him about him.
Do you know who he is?
Then if I did that, you'll be like, don't be making up your own questions. Just like you did when I was out there.
You know what it is? I guess I just...
You wish I was you.
Yeah. I guess I wish I was
next time,
inside your brain.
How about I have a headset and you'll have one at home and we'll talk.
With Macaulay Culkin. Macaulay Culkin.
Do I feel what about that?
Don't you get nervous that Michael Jackson spent so much time with him?
He can do what he wants, it doesn't matter to me.
Cool. All right, let's see who's next. Cindy Crawford, the model?
Yeah, this is funny. This one I went right first question.
All right.
Supermodel. Do you think that Carol Alt is a supermodel?
I don't really know what that means. I don't have a cape and an undershirt I don't know what that means. I don't have a cape and an undershirt that has an S on it. So, I make a living at it.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Is that it? Okay.
You missed some of it.
How come?
I don't know. Did you have it queued up?
I don't know. I think I'd like to hear these. I think I'd sort of like to hear more of the interview going on and then hear you interrupting it. I think just hearing you is my problem with all this.
Maybe.
You know what I mean, Robin?
It doesn't seem... We don't get the context of where this is happening.
It's...
And what's going on around it.
Yeah, maybe that's my problem with it. I missed some of it?
I guess, because there's a two-part question.
Do you think that Carol...
Yeah,
I think that's all I got.
That's very strange.
You guys cut this stuff pretty tight.
Supermodel. Do you think that Carol Alt is a supermodel?
I don't really...
Gary seems to have joined us in mid-sentence.
Yeah, because I first say, do you think you're a supermodel, I think. Yeah. Are you a supermodel? And then do you think Carol Alt is a supermodel? That was the question.
Mm-hmm.
I said the question.
Mm-hmm.
I can't be responsible for the editing.
Everybody's apologizing. Wait, we got to break for commercial. I want to hear one good one, though, before we break.
Well, Howard, I also got sly on the whole interview,
Yeah, all right. We're getting there. It's just you guys are making me nervous because I told Gary, get the strongest ones up front first. And who's this, NWA? Niggers with attitude?
Yeah.
You got them?
Yeah.
Is this good?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay.
The awards, giving them awards to everybody else. We just like money.
Hey guys, how many slang words do you guys know for breasts?
Breasts?
Yeah.
How many slang words do you know for breasts? All right, that's a good question. Let me see how they handle
that's very fun.
For breasts?
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know. Titties, Cocoa Puffs, jugs.
Cocoa Puffs.
Cocoa Puffs.
See, I want to hear, like, what happens after you ask that question.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to hear, like, the next question. This guy's just...
And what came before this? You know,
right.
Probably answering a serious question and then, hey.
Yeah, I think
Cocoa Puffs.
The presentation is off. I want to hear the build-up. Now, where were we, John? Who are we about to get to here? LL Cool J? I don't know that I care about him. See if there's anything good there, Robin.
Shape and mold the children for the better. And not to do anything too abrasive, just to be able to persuade them to go on a positive route. You know, that's basically what I want to do with my music and with what I do.
LL, do you think the thing growing on Aaron Neville's face will eventually become his duet partner?
What did you say your name was?
Now, what happens after that? They just move on to the next question?
They just move on. They wanted me out so bad. They wanted me out. You don't understand.
Nobody has a sense of humor. That was a good question. That's a legitimate question.
I threw around that dude's Tom Freston's name every single time. Every other question they came over and threw.
God bless Tom Freston. All right, this is Paula Abdul.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Now, she's standing on stage with those two imbeciles.
No. She brought Brian from Mark and Brian.
Oh, he was tagging along
He's about 10 feet away from her.
Yeah, that's her boyfriend. Gee, what a great catch.
She's doing very well.
Yeah. On the boyfriend scale, she's down to about a 2. She was up at a 9 when she had John Stamos.
Yeah.
Keep in mind what?
Keep in mind that this morning we went to the station where Mark and Brian works.
All right, we'll keep that in mind.
That has something to do with what you're going to do now.
It has absolutely nothing to do with
I'm
it.
sorry. Sorry.
Hey, I'm in rehearsals right now for the tour. I have 5 more weeks before I leave.
Yeah, I'd lose a few pounds.
5 more weeks.
5 more weeks to get in shape.
I'm going to be running all 5 of those.
Yeah.
So.
Paula.
Yeah.
Yo.
Very excited.
Paula.
Yeah.
Why do you dump Arsenio Hall for that loser from Mark and Brian?
That's not fair.
My advice. Ooh.
Oh, that was good.
That was a good one.
You earned your keep.
Yeah, that was it. You
earned your keep.
Paula, why don't you have air for dinner tonight? just a recommendation. If you want to be in show business. Why is that not fair, though?
Maybe because he was right there.
How could she go out with him? I wish you could have done like a little follow-up thing, like, you know, like...
I was gonna follow it up.
Like, no, seriously, how could you date that guy?
They were really... this is where the manager from Paula Abdul... very upset. He came up and said that, he thinks I'm a jerk and everything.
Well, you are a jerk. What, is he telling you something you don't know? Oh, yeah? He gave you a hard time?
Oh, yeah,
Was it embarrassing?
Because after I did this, I went over to Brian outside and said, hey, Brian, why don't you talk to me? And then Paul's manager came up to me and told me I'm a real idiot. And we have it on tape, but we're not allowed to play it.
Too bad.
Howard Stern.
Why do I avoid him? He's never contacted me. Paula, could you tell me when...
Do you like him?
I don't know him.
You don't know him?
Paula, could you...
Nah, she knows me. How come this is cut so tight?
First of all, they cut out half the question again. I said, why do you avoid Howard Stern?
I know, but why is Gary...
What is he doing?
Gary, can I ask you a question? Him and Kate's were back there working on this all afternoon. Gary, can I ask you something? Why are all the questions cut out like... Why are they cut so tight? Like, I mean, some of the questions are actually... Some of John's questions are cut in half.
Yeah, because I explained to you where we got the feed from. Remember I explained to you that?
Yeah.
And this is what they gave me. I only got the tape late yesterday. There was only on two portions the questions were clipped. That was it.
So you mean they didn't get the full questions?
They may not have.
That's good. I told you, don't rely on those guys.
No, Howard, it would have been that, or I would have got nothing, because John wasn't Mike. I had to take that feed from them.
They don't expect the reporters to be...
The MTV...
Let me answer you guys a question. All right. You went to the MTV Awards, right? Okay. I don't mean to embarrass you guys on the air. If I'm embarrassing you at any point, you can stop me.
No.
Okay.
Please go.
You get into the MTV Awards.
Yeah.
All right. Now, how do we hear Paula Abdul's voice? In other words, how are we hearing that?
That comes through, you get what they call a room feed.
Okay. So that is coming through a room feed.
Right.
All right. So you don't have to mic that, or you do?
You don't.
You don't even have to mic it.
Right,
so I'm just hearing the room feed.
No, right. In other words, Paula Abdul's microphone goes through a feed. You plug right in and you get
what she said. So you plug into the feed. Couldn't you guys have plugged a tape recorder into the feed?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Oh, that's the first question answered? Okay. Now, second question.
Mm-hmm.
As the feed is coming out of Paula Abdul,
right?
Can you plug a microphone into our tape recorder?
Yeah, except you cannot. The tape recorder is about 30 feet away from where John sits.
Why is that?
Because that's the way a room is set up. Everything's in the back.
Okay. Are there extension cords for the microphone?
Probably, but when I got there, it was too late to know.
Right, now I'm going to tell you.
Okay, can I just say something? Wait.
No, you don't have to say anything.
Howard,
I'm going to tell you something for the next time.
Every single room, the Grammys room, the Oscars, the Emmys, every single legitimate press room is set up so that when the people in the press room ask a question, it's on a microphone. I've never seen a press room set up like this before.
All right. Do me a favor.
Wait a second. No one, including the people being asked the questions, could hear the questions.
Do me a favor, the two of you. Today after the show, I want you guys to get back there and brainstorm a little bit. And what we now need is extension cord for a microphone on your tape recorder. And that's it. That's all you need. Now you're going to be prepared for everything.
But I still don't know that you can't do a mix. We can't do a mix on the tape recorder.
Why not?
Because it doesn't do that. There's only one input. You're either taking...
So you cannot... So now you're giving me a different answer. So you can't input the feed and the microphone.
You asked me. I didn't even get a chance to answer yet.
I asked you two questions. The two answers I got. I have witnesses. Probably 3 million of them.
The answer to the question is I don't know that we can plug both John and a room feed in.
Don't you think we should find that out?
Yeah, well, now of course we do.
Now we're going to find that out?
What am I supposed to do at 5 or 6 when the thing starts at 6?
I said, now do you think we can find that out?
Yeah, sure. I can do that for you.
All right, go back and find that out.
And then what?
And now you're going to have the answer for me. We're just not prepared.
Never.
We're not prepared.
Never.
We spend thousands of dollars in airline tickets, hotels, and countless things, but I can't get equipment.
Howard, let me tell you something.
I don't want to rely on a TV show that is filled with ineptitude.
Let me tell you
something. My TV show is run by idiots. They cannot even get a TV cameraman to get the entire question.
They were saving tape.
Saving tape.
Oh, he wasn't.
So I can't rely on Channel 9. Channel 9 are idiots. There are no stupider people on the planet than Channel 9.
So why would they come in the middle of the question?
Well, they're having their own argument now.
I'm just... no, do you know why? I'm just curious.
I'm not talking to you.
No, talk to John. John had just brought up a good question. Go ahead, John.
What
is your question?
Run on the entire press conference? Just run tape for 4 hours?
No, but you see when he's gearing up for a question.
Listen, that doesn't concern me.
Oh.
Then the other problem I had was the plugs that they sent me out with didn't work.
Who sent you out with?
K-Rock. If I showed you what they sent me out with, I want to bring it in and show it to you. You won't believe it.
There's something wrong here and other places. And there's something wrong with the two of you.
Well, I'm not an engineer, Howard.
Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me now. Because you're out of order. You're not an engineer, but you're a producer. You call yourself a producer. You see now that there's a problem. Solve it. For the next time we have to go out.
Right, of course.
Go ahead. Goodbye.
But you're asking me what's wrong this time, and I told you what's wrong. I don't
want it to be wrong the second time.
Right.
Okay, very good. Goodbye.
So I will take a beating if it ever happens again.
Good. Goodbye. Yeah, like this has never happened before. All right, now I know what has to be done. I want to see you handle it. That's your new job. You got plenty to do today. You're going to be very busy. I can't get anybody to accept responsibility around here. Like this has never happened before. Boss, every time I see this.
You know, you'd think that we'd finally have had the foresight to get us a machine that could do all these things. We do this on a regular basis.
No, we can't get it, though. Part of it is not Gary's fault.
In defense of Gary, they have a mic for us.
All right, please. Okay, very good. Okay, let's go back to your interviews.
Okay.
The Paula Abdul one was good. Too bad we only got half the questions.
There's your pat on the back, John. You say you never get.
But actually, Gary's getting on me, but shouldn't the TV guy run as soon as the celebrity comes out in front of the mic?
Of course.
Yeah,
of course.
That's what I would think. Because I mean,
tape.
Of course. Of course.
Okay.
Please, John. He's waiting to turn the camera on when you start asking a question. Yeah. You tell me, and that's that Kevin McMahon. That's my other genius. I send those guys out to cover John. I can't win.
So when we see the TV tape, even
it'll be clipped.
It'll be clipped.
It'll be clipped. It'll be clipped. That's some crew I got there. That Channel 9. I want to hang myself. You know they renewed my TV show for another year. What am I going to do? I'm going to have a nervous friggin' breakdown. This is what goes on all day. I lecture on the phone people. I pick up the phone and I lecture down the line. I don't want to do this anymore. I want to be like that jackass Maury Povich and interview some lesbian or something. Or like Donahue. Sit there. Oh, so you had sex with your dog? Good. Want to tell us about it? Latoya, what's that? Your brother what? What? You got beat up by your father? Good. Good. Tell us about it.
Your father slept with your sister on a regular basis?
Good. Tell us about that. What? Your old man got to third base with you? You and that stupid dead snake? All drugged.
And you don't sleep with your husband.
Oh, man. It's the kind of show I want. That Channel 9 renewed my show. I tell you, I don't know what I'm going to do. I am dreading October 5th.
What's that?
That's the day we have to be prepared with our first show.
Oh, God.
I'm trying to push it off to the 15th. I'm in the middle of that. Oh, I got such a headache. That's such a tension headache. Oh, Christ. Hey, shut up, John. I'm an idiot. Oh. All right, let's roll through these quick. All right, this is Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys. Gary said he looked pretty confused. Because you know how he is. It's like, he's pretty...
out there.
He's pretty out there, and he needs a guy...
He's lost a lot of brain cells, I would imagine, to the drug use.
Yeah. Was he wearing a diaper?
No.
But the weird thing is that he is a guy who needs someone there to program him all the time.
Right.
And then if somebody asks him a question from left field and the program goes haywire...
You had to see his face.
Yeah, you know.
Three questions? Yeah. This is for the...
Just mention your book and your album.
Oh, awesome. Okay. No, go ahead. You want to do that first? Oh. This is the Howard Stern Show tape for broadcast. Let me ask you, when Paul McCartney wrote Hey Jude, do you think that he was trying to disguise an anti-Semitic remark?
Was he what?
Do you think he was trying...
Brian, don't even answer that. Don't answer that.
Why?
Because it's a stupid question.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, I do. Who are you for? Who are you
for the Howard Stern Show.
Yeah, no, don't talk to him. It's not.
Well, it wasn't a bad question.
I don't know what to say.
It's people.
Man.
Don't talk to him.
You hear him though in the background? I don't know what to say.
But you could hear him programming the guy even before John asked a question. Yeah, it's okay. Mention your book and your record.
Yeah.
He's telling Brian exactly what to do.
Hey, so Brian, what do you think? Hey Jude, is that an anti-Semitic song?
I'm not sure.
I don't know what to say.
So, Brian, do you have you ever lost control of your bladder as an adult?
Oh.
Do you think Ed McMahon is sexy, Brian? How come you can't get Cher? Okay. Thank you, Brian. What?
I don't know what to say.
Oh, yeah, I missed that.
Who this?
Stuttering John and Baba Booey go over to, what's the strip club?
It's not a strip club. It's Webster Hall. It's a regular mainstream club, and that was part of the problem.
Yeah, they invited a bunch of guys to come down and watch this audition for Spice Girls. Spice Girl channel.
Contest to become a Spice Girl.
Yeah, and guys went there to go see girls naked. And the chicks some of them were taking their tops off.
Topless was as naked. Topless in a G-string was as naked as they could get. And guys watch the Spice Channel and they see full nudity and simulated sex.
Right.
And I guess they thought they were going to see that on stage, so they were very hostile.
Right.
Yeah. And I never understand this. There's a guy in the front row.
Right.
And he kept yelling out. I can't even say it, but he kept saying, "Show us your," and you get the idea.
Right. Your vagina.
For an hour and a half.
Right.
And never stopped.
Never stopped. Just yelled it over and over again.
All right. So this first track we're going to hear is when you and John are out there. And so John's job, these two idiots go out there. They have nothing to say to the crowd.
Well, normally these things are done real smooth. We just go and host it and just, bring the girls out.
So to give you an idea of what happens, so some girl comes up. She speaks some kind of foreign language. And John's got to do the interview portion of the contest.
Okay.
And she don't know what he's talking about. She don't know what he doesn't know what she's talking about. Nobody knows anything.
And the crowd's all hostile.
Yeah, it's just great. Listen.
Now, I was told earlier, John, you have to talk really slow to our next contestant and enunciate and don't stutter, because Margot is from Paris and she speaks very limited English.
These guys are pissed off to begin with because they haven't seen any breasts.
And they don't care about talking.
This one didn't even take her clothes off, right?
Well, what happened was, first of all, we asked the questions before the girls even get naked. So, already the guys are bored.
Right.
Then later on...
They don't want to hear questions.
They're mad at her now.
This up.
Later on, she comes out, she dances, and she doesn't take her top off. They were, throwing stuff at the stage.
What did she wear, like a bathing suit?
She was wearing these black vinyl hot pants, these big, giant shoes, and just like a bikini top.
And she didn't dance.
And she danced in a funny way.
Yeah,
really?
She stood in one spot and just moved around a lot.
I take that to mean she didn't win the contest.
Let's put limited. So just be gentle with Margot.
Be gentle, Margot.
How are you?
Fine, very fine.
And imagine, you go to a contest, you're this French chick, and you see John being the interviewer, big mountain man with...
He's standing there like this.
Yeah. Big Grizzly Adams is interviewing you. You know you're at the bottom of show business.
Yeah.
And in all fairness, I have to say, the reason why I threw out my chocolate yesterday, I watched the videotape from this night.
Yeah.
I'm just like a big fat guy on stage.
Yeah, you're fat.
Huge.
When was the best time you ever faked an orgasm? And can we see a little of what you think was your award-winning performance?
He's talking to her like she's deaf. You know how people talk to foreign people?
Loud and slow.
What was your best orgasm? And can we see a little bit of your award-winning performance?
I said to myself, because you go to a foreign country, you find yourself yelling at everybody. Like, if you talk louder, they're going to understand a language they don't understand.
Well, when I do the Kama Sutra, it was very good.
You better talk slow.
When I do the position with the Kama Sutra, was very good.
Well, I think they want you to fake.
No.
Can you fake an orgasm for everybody?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh la la. Later I do it. Sure.
Shut up and spread them.
This reminds me of those the Romans when they used to have the Christians.
So you can imagine what was going on there. Then this is kind of funny too. So Stuttering John and Gary are sent out to sort of kill time because the girls aren't ready to do their dancing yet.
They've got to buy some time for the girls.
Yeah, one girl already danced naked, and the guys weren't in love with her, so they're pissed off. Yeah. Now, John and I have to go out there and talk to the crowd while the next girl gets ready. These guys, all they want is naked women.
John must say, "How you doing?" at least 50 times.
How you doing?
Because these two guys have nothing to say to the crowd.
They didn't bring any lines at all.
Well, usually it just goes smooth. You don't got to do anything.
I don't know. Check this out.
We got a couple of minutes till the girls are ready.
How you doing?
So, what's going on?
So far, who do we like?
Huh?
These guys insist on asking the crowd questions, and you can see you can't hear it. It's like
the roar comes back.
They ask questions like they're supposed to get a response.
You know what's the worst, Howard? I know he's there, and I'm going, this is horrible.
That's what John does. He asks questions.
All right, everybody hold up a mirror and entertain yourself because we're not going to do it.
Is breast size important or no? Do you think any of those breasts are real? Do we like that?
The girl in the back, I said, are those real? And she said, yeah, real expensive.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Wait, hold on, I'm going to be doing my Clinton jokes any minute.
Right.
Shades of Melrose, Larry Green.
I know. Wait.
How you doing?
The crowd's there to see naked women.
They don't want to see us. So a lot of us, so now we got to stall for a little bit, so just bear with us. You guys drinking out there or no?
How do you answer that if you're in the crowd? They're all confused. They're like,
I heard they cut the drinks from the crowd because it was
no, but I mean, listen to your question. Are you guys drinking out there?
Or not?
Or no?
I should have said
or no.
I was
no, yeah, no.
Okay. Well, if the bartender's listening, I could use myself a beer right now.
I could use myself a beer.
He's right.
You really could. You could use two. That's the first smart thing you said on stage. I could use myself a beer.
There's one mic, too, Howard. So me and Gary.
Do I want a beer or do I not want a beer?
They send us out there, and all the mics aren't working except for one, so John and I have to hand it back.
John has to work for 2 minutes and talk to the crowd. He needs a beer. John checked his brain at the door.
I really did.
Gary starts asking the crowd for jokes. This is even funnier. Like, you know how the two entertainers are supposed to have some jokes? He wants them to get jokes.
Hey, they're saying, is anybody out there more entertaining? Please come up.
There's got to be.
Gary, would you like one? A beer? So how's it going, huh?
How's it going?
Everyone from New York?
How's it going?
Everyone from New York.
Tell us where you're all from.
Yeah, individually. Hey, everyone from New York? And they don't even wait for answers.
Everyone from New York?
Whereabouts? Bronx? Long Island? Brooklyn? Upstate?
Everyone listen to the show?
Oh, God.
Well, we're just going to hang out here for a little bit.
Second time he's already told
First
him.
of all, you're in New York. I mean, people didn't rush there from California.
Who even knows about that?
Second of
Could have
all,
had Jersey.
They were,
Makes a difference.
The show was promoted on the air, so most of them are listeners.
Most people from...
You know the answers to all these questions.
Most people from New York?
You guys?
Says Gary gave me the mic.
Yeah, what would you do if somebody was from Alaska?
You know, it's funny. These two guys are passing off the mic like it's a hot potato.
I know, they're shoving
I don't want it. You take it.
What's going on?
You guys should just pass the mic back and forth.
What's going on is they said it'll be about a minute. So John and I keep looking to the back, and they keep giving us a signal to stretch.
Right.
I think it was
Hey, how many of you are here tonight?
They'd have been better off letting us go to the side of the stage and just playing the music.
Notice the music is blasting, too, while they're talking.
And we don't have any monitors, so we can't hear ourselves, so we're
It's
yelling.
great. It's a great gig. Great.
Gary, know any good jokes for the crowd?
So now it's my potato.
Does anybody know any good Bill Clinton jokes?
John goes, Gary, you know any jokes? And Gary goes, hey, anybody here know any jokes? It's a great gig. Anybody know any jokes?
Any Bill Clinton jokes? So how you doing?
You guys drinking out there or no?
I think I need a beer.
It's a great bartender.
It is so great.
I could use a beer.
You guys are the best.
You want a beer?
I mean, laugh my head. These poor guys want to see some naked breasts.
You guys from New York?
And some vag. Anybody here from New York? Well, they could have been from Jersey.
Connecticut.
You listen to the show?
Who listens to the show? Anybody got any Bill Clinton jokes? I tell you what, we're going to drink on stage while you guys tell each other some jokes.
Does anybody know a 4-letter word for cat? What's your shoe size?
Anybody here know their shoe size? Yell it out.
Let's see if we have.
How many of you drove?
Yeah. Or not.
Use mass transit?
Mass transit. Jason, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hey, it's pretty funny. I was watching thing at Webster Hall. Gary, hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, Gary was eating like 5 pieces of chocolate cake.
Is that true, Gary?
So true.
Really?
Not on stage, though. Not on stage.
People are coming over trying to shake Gary's hand. Hey, Gary, how you doing? And he's wiping like pieces of
He's like, hey, excuse me, I'm trying to eat cake.
Hey, that was my time to eat.
We both had to hit the bottle. Mine was the beer, and Gary was the cake.
My time on stage is my time on stage.
Any Bill Clinton jokes that you've heard?
What's the new game in Washington?
Just asked that.
Yeah.
Gary gave it back to me.
Gary gives him back the mic. He goes, anybody got any Clinton jokes? And then he gives the mic back to John.
Pin, swallow the leader.
Oh, wait. Gary's on the wall.
Uh-oh.
Tell him my jokes, man.
Baba Booey. See, Gary's got jokes.
Yeah, any Bill Clinton jokes that you've heard?
What's the new game in Washington? Swallow the leader.
Hey.
You like that one?
That's so bad.
Hey, that's the first material that was done in 2 minutes.
I know.
What do you mean?
This was an attempt. like the bad porno music going on in the back.
Yeah.
What does Bill Clinton say to Hillary after he has sex? Be home in 20 minutes?
Come on.
Did he tell that right? I'll be home in 20 minutes.
Yeah, be home in 20 minutes.
No, you told it wrong. Be home in 20 minutes.
Could have been
No.
misinterpreted.
I meant I was.
You got to say I'll be home in 20
doing it in
minutes.
first person. Be home. I'll be home in 20.
Oh, you're Clinton?
Yes. I was. That was.
Yeah, I'm president of the United States. Here's what I tell my wife: be home in 20 minutes. You told it all wrong. You two should have just stripped. How you doing? You should come back to how you doing.
How you doing?
Don't worry. John goes back to it again.
He does. Yeah. Let's see how long before John goes back to how you doing.
Let's bet.
Is she ready?
What the fuck could she possibly be doing?
Hey, did any of you guys hear the show this morning? Did you hear the two girls from the Spice Channel that were on the show this morning? I wish, first of all, Kylie is very cute, but she has totally corrupted the receptionist from Spice.
What's he talking about? What are you talking about?
Not even a clue. I'm talking about the two girls that were on the air this
But
morning.
it's such a complicated.
Yeah, you're right.
If they were there, it might be.
Well, they were.
This is a girl.
They were.
Why don't you bring them up and introduce them to the
Please.
We do later on.
He's dying.
We're dying.
These were the girls who were on the show this morning.
Why didn't you read the menu at the place? Are they got food they're serving or anything?
And they're like a couple now. When you see them on the E! Show, you're not going to believe it. They kiss and they wore. You hear them wearing the vibrating and the tickling panties?
He's doing a drive.
You know, but Robert's right. We'd have been better just saying, Bud Light,
Right.
Amstel
Right.
Light.
What an embarrassing gig.
Very erotic. John, you're up.
I think they planned this to make us look like idiots. And it's working.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
Okay. And Howard, I got to tell you something. Just to make it better for the air, in all fairness, I cut about 2 minutes out of that.
You should have left it all.
Really? This is great.
What'd you cut out?
Any questions you'd like to ask us while we're sitting here?
He's going to ask questions. Goddamn Croc could care less.
We're the girls.
Must have seemed like a week you were up there.
God.
So things go so bad that, the girls are getting booed because they're not taking off all their clothes and everything. So this girl comes out to address the crowd to give the girl some respect.
But she comes up to me and she says...
She's one of the strippers.
Okay.
She's the porn star, that girl.
Right, okay,
She
whatever.
goes up to me and she says, Gary, very nicely, Gary, do you think I could address the crowd for a minute? So I'm like, yeah, finally somebody else.
Right, all right, so here it is. She's going to say...
lecture them.
Yeah, this is all during the same break, right?
It's like a break later.
Okay, here we go.
Kylie has something to say.
Hey, you guys! Do you love your naked women? You know, I do too, but you know what? You guys are being fucking rude. Why are you booing these beautiful ladies? Because you're not seeing pussy?
Oh, jeez. What a speech.
Talk to Rudy Giuliani. It's his fucking law, not ours.
That's it. Yeah, now she's mad at Rudolph Giuliani because she can't show her chooch.
Political Kylie.
Yeah, political girl. This is all political.
That's right. Next time you vote, remember.
This is like the scene. This is like the scene in Fist where he gets really mad. And
One fist.
Fist.
The Three Stooges.
Yeah. This is where a stripper becomes political. She's like the retarded Jane Fonda.
This is amazing.
It's an amazing night, isn't it? Isn't this great? I'm bringing you.
We missed this.
I'm bringing you all the drama.
Write him a goddamn letter. We're doing what we can to turn you guys on. Does anybody have a heart on? Have you seen my movies? Have you seen Jill Kelly's movies? That'll give you a heart on, and so will these damn girls. Give them the decency to clap for them because they're fucking sexy, naked or not. Let me hear you.
She has to yell at guys to dig chicks. You know it must be pretty bad.
Wow.
If you have to yell at the guys to
Talk them into it.
Yeah, man, how many guys aren't happy to see chicks?
And then, just the postscript of the whole night to add insult to injury.
Yeah.
When we finally got down to the finalists, there was total confusion, and there was a girl that worked for Spice. We picked the wrong person.
Right.
The audience started booing. The guy that runs Spice came out, grabbed the microphone, started yelling, "We're a stand-up channel. We're paying both girls."
Cut the music. There was a mistake. And Spice is a stand-up company. Both girls that were top of the applause meter will both win $5,000 and share the crown.
Oh, man. Jesus.
This is a disaster.
It is a goddamn disaster. I can't believe how bad it is.
Who this?
During the commercials, a fight broke out between John and Gary, and we had all the coverage, but unfortunately,
you weren't here.
A lot of our stations were in commercial break. Those of you in New York who got to hear it probably enjoyed it.
Maybe we can run that back for you at some point.
Yeah, let's, Scott, get that back because people missed it.
He's trying to put a show together. Why don't you be some help?
Oh, okay.
You do nothing.
Take it easy.
John, stop that.
It's not me.
John, you don't do anything to help me. Stop it. Stop it. All you do is sit in here.
He was
and you don't do anything to help. All you do is tear it down, and then you go home and you don't do a goddamn thing.
He was the one. I mean, you look at me.
Because
Howard was laughing, so I.
And then you sit here and shut up.
I mean, you just
shut up. Do some work and shut up.
You got to pick on. It's amazing.
Because you don't do anything. You don't help in any way.
Everything you ask me to do.
Yeah, like you know what?
Yeah.
Howard, I'm going to tell you something. All right, now we're on the air.
Tell me.
Okay, I gave John some work to do on Monday. On Friday, call 5 or 6 people. Yesterday, I see Jason doing it. John's work.
Excuse me. I called all the people he asked. One of them wasn't there, and I said, Gary, after I leave, what should I do? And he said, tell Jason to freaking
that was on Friday. On Monday, you should have followed up on it yourself. Why is it? I already have work for him to do. I have work for him to do.
You just can't kid around. I mean, it's like
no.
Howard's kidding around. I'm laughing.
Howard's in charge. You don't.
But Howard was kidding around, so I laughed at him.
No, you laugh at me, and you jump on, and you get in the way of everything.
Because he said he doesn't care. That's why I laughed.
I know, but I'm trying to have a discussion with him.
That's not why you laughed.
It's not.
That's not why you laughed.
All right, so why'd I laugh?
You laugh because I was saying to Gary, you make the decisions, or present me with a bunch of decisions.
And you're mocking me.
And you mock him during it.
That's right.
No, you stand there and mock me. Be honest.
Well, I laughed, but you weren't laughing?
I wasn't laughing. I was laughing at you because you're sitting there giggling.
Exactly. You stand there like the court jester.
No,
it's true.
All right, whatever.
No, you don't see yourself.
All right.
John's like, oh, okay. I can even go into this idiot's head now. He's going to go, no, I get Howard. You don't want to get Gary upset, so you're just saying.
No,
but the truth is, John, you sit there and you mock me.
I wasn't mocking you.
What were you doing then?
Because the conversation prior to that, but I don't even want to say what Howard had said before that. So then
you were still laughing at that.
That's what set it up, up until there. But I'm not going to say what.
I'll tell you what I said.
What?
Gary came in and said, "Wow, we had great ratings here."
I said that.
Yeah, all right, great ratings in this town, this town, this town, this town, and this town. And I said, I don't even care.
Yeah. So he said he didn't.
And you said, oh, you're at the point that you don't care? I go, I don't care.
Yeah, all right. So then you bring over the map, right? And then Howard goes, I don't care. Just make the decision.
Let me ask you a question.
So I'm laughing.
Let me ask you a question. I put down a floor plan of Vegas, right? I got some problems. Are you helping me?
But it seems like you know the solution.
Are you helping me?
Like
are you there? Are you standing here to help?
Howard says
answer the question.
Solution.
Are you here to help me or get in my way?
Always help you.
No, you're not. How do you help me? How do you help me?
Gary,
give me 3 examples of how you help me.
Kidding around, so I didn't think that you.
All right, let me go on. All right.
Don't help me.
Do anything you want.
Yeah, mock me.
I love that.
You know what's funny to me?
The music.
Looking at your face. No, looking at your face. When they start fighting, you are in heaven.
I'm smiling.
Yes, you got the biggest smile on your face.
Yeah.
I love it.
You know how much I hate that you make me do that? Not that you don't make me, but that you capture that.
What can I do?
I know. It's good for the show.
You were right. John was screwing you up. Gary had some problems with the floor plan in Vegas.
Yeah.
And he asked me, he says, Gary has a weird way of presenting things to me, though. He goes to me, well, what do you want to do if we have too many guests at the blackjack table? Where do you want to put them? And I go, Gary, am I a set designer?
How do you know?
Present me with some options, and I'll tell you what I like. And all of a sudden, he presents me with 4 options that they already worked out. I go, that's what I'm presented that way. Say, here's 4 options you can do when you have too many guests. So he always does that to me.
And John's snickering over in the corner.
So John's laughing.
That's why I'm laughing, though.
And he gets, well, you don't need to be laughing.
But I'm laughing at you.
No, you're not.
Gary thinks I'm laughing at him.
You are.
Well, no, you're laughing at my reaction to Gary.
Yeah, well.
And it's not helping.
Okay, but it's funny.
And Howard's laughing. You think Howard's laughing at me? Howard's laughing at you laughing at me.
Right. You're getting me going.
All right, but I'm laughing at you.
So I said to Scott DePace, if you have all of these solutions, come in and tell me the solutions, and I'll pick one. So then I pick one. Gary goes, you're not going to like that.
I don't think you're gonna, I really don't think
so. I said, then you pick the solution if you know.
But I don't want to get out there and just say, Gary, I don't like the solution. I want you to be part of it.
I want you.
Okay, so I got it. It's done. I got it.
That's all. Don't bother me with that nonsense.
And that was the conversation that I thought was amusing.
Yeah, but you can't sit there.
You can't sit there and laugh at your boss like that.
It's not about laughing at
my boss.
No,
yes, it is.
You know what? It's not about that I'm his boss, he's laughing at me. It's that we have 7 minutes to cover stuff, and I just find that when I'm trying to get you to answer stuff, John's laughing takes your attention away from what we're doing.
Absolutely.
Hey, Howard.
Then I won't laugh.
Yes, Casey.
Howard, that is the biggest pet peeve I have about John. It's just that you are such a ball breaker. I mean, he's trying to get stuff done, and you just sit there and you just laugh. And
Spoken from a true guy, a true child molester over here.
That's something different, but dude, it's
something different.
No. If you just try to,
and I break my balls.
If he's molesting children, it's in his off hours.
Look, we got it's like 6 minutes to get stuff done, and you're in here just goofing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's funny.
Howard makes me laugh sometimes, and I laugh, and I think that we know what we're laughing about.
No.
He's got a private joke going with you.
All right.
I look up. Gary's talking to me. I'm seeing the absurdity of a situation, but if I look up and see you laughing at it, of course I'm going to laugh.
Sometimes Gary screws up on some of the factual.
Okay, and you're right.
He does.
Okay,
but wait a second.
Then I giggle. I do.
But you're not there to.
Why?
You are my personal. You follow me to point out my every flaw, and I don't need that kind of help here.
I understand, but I'm not. It is not out of hate.
No. I'm not sure. It's out of some sort of weird anger. I'm not sure if it's hate.
It's not. It's not at all. I like.
I think if you goof on me, it makes you somehow feel better about yourself. I really do.
Well, I think we're all guilty of that, but I mean that's not really the case with you. I like it. They just take it up to the Friars. We had lunch.
I don't think you dislike me. I don't think you dislike me, but you do sandbag me in here.
John always goes.
Why you like Gary is you enjoy goofing on him.
Oh, come on.
And there's always a weird dynamic.
Is that why you like Gary?
I like Gary because he does a good job.
Okay, wait a second.
I don't particularly like Gary.
Wait a second. What are you waiting a second for?
I like this job that he does for me.
You don't
not interested
Gary?
in him. I'm not interested in him as a person.
But see, I am.
I care less.
But I am.
You're into hanging around me and getting on my good side by goofing on everyone. And you think you're showing me that you're so much brighter than everyone.
No, it's not. I like.
He's with you.
I do like to goof on people.
You in these.
I do like to goof on people, but it has nothing to do with you.
And
yes,
you,
it does.
mushmouth. Let me tell you something else. If I didn't have Gary, I wouldn't understand a word you said. Gary interprets everything John says.
He is a good interpreter.
He is. John comes in, he goes, I got to tell you something. I go, what is it? And I go, Gary, I don't know what this guy's saying.
Now that's funny.
But let me ask you something.
Yeah.
You goof on Gary.
Yes, fun. I do.
All right. Do you like Gary? Really?
No.
All right. Well, then it's different. I like Gary, and
I think he does a good job. I don't particularly like him.
Wait, John,
what's to like about him?
Saying you don't like him?
This isn't bothering you at all.
I don't hate him. I don't have any feeling about him.
You know what?
Come on, after all this time, you never developed one feeling for the guy?
I feel he does a good job.
I respect
Wait a second.
him.
You mean
who likes Gary?
Hold it.
I mean,
it
who
would
really
just naturally happen that you would
name anyone who hangs around with Gary.
Have a certain amount of affection or something.
I care about him as another human being.
Well, that's something.
But I don't like him.
But Howard,
I don't hate him.
Howard, do you think it makes it? Do you think that it's easier for John to say he goofs on me because he likes me?
Do I like that chair over there?
No.
I mean, it's a nice chair, but I don't have a relationship with it. Gary is my producer. He comes in, he does a good job. And that's why he's here. I don't have to like the guy.
Do you like me better than the chair?
I feel the way about you that I feel about the chair.
Oh,
you both serve a function.
Who do you like better? Do you like John or Gary better?
John.
Who do you like better for working here?
Gary.
That's all I need.
Oh,
I would fire John in a second. I
wasn't out late last night doing interviews. I mean, what?
Oh, please, John. Once in a life. I mean, it's got to be.
I always want to do one.
And a lifetime experience now.
Ask the geek guys. I say, let's do them.
No, I'd fire you in a minute.
Oh, all right.
But Gary, I need to do the job.
Oh, okay.
I like how Gary performs his job. I don't like Gary. Just 50 guys I like better than Gary if I was going to hire a friend.
You certainly are a morale booster.
You know what?
I'm complimenting the guy.
I don't care. I need him to like my job. That's all I care about.
You do a good job.
But you could like him because he does a good job.
Why would I like him? What is there to like about him?
Oh, my God. I'm not going to analyze what is there to like about Gary.
You tell me what you like about him.
You spend a lot of time talking to Gary. You'd think you found something to like.
Do we ever socialize?
Not anymore.
Right. Exactly.
No, I'm not saying, but you're here in the workplace. Sometimes you have a conversation that's not work related, don't you?
No.
Oh.
Not really, no.
Yeah,
why would I talk to him?
Oh, that's cruel.
But it's not cruel. It's the truth. He loves the truth.
I don't mind this.
Oh, my God. He can't handle the truth.
I don't mind this at all. I just want to.
I like how the guy works.
If Howard thinks I do a good job,
he's more valuable. I tell you what, I prefer not liking him. I don't want to get bogged down with nonsense.
But the deal is you don't dislike me, correct?
You do like him. I can tell when you like him.
I told you I like
You love
the
Gary.
same
No, he
way I
likes
like a
you,
chair.
You don't dislike me.
I don't dislike you.
He likes you.
I don't dislike the chair.
He feels your pain. He gets very concerned when he feels that you're being
wronged.
Yes, absolutely. I can tell he likes you.
No, it's not a lie. I need him to work.
Oh, stop!
I need him uninterrupted, and you don't interrupt him.
I won't. Do you like?
I'll fire you.
Do you like KC?
Do I like him? Yeah, I like KC.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I like KC.
So who do you like better, KC or Gary?
KC.
Oh.
But I'd fire KC in a minute. I love Gary's work. See, there's a difference, and that's more important.
People say you love Gary.
I don't love Gary. I don't like Gary.
Oh, you.
I don't feel anything about Gary except I love his work.
Who do you like better, Artie or Gary?
Artie.
Everyone loves
Artie.
I want to hang out with Artie. Artie's my friend.
Wait a minute, I got it. Fred or Gary?
Oh, I like Fred.
Wait a second. You don't socialize with Fred.
No. I don't really have
He likes me, John.
But I like him as a person. He doesn't bother me.
There's a history, John, you don't know anything about.
Freddie, I like you too. I don't understand why he would like you in a car.
Here's my point. If I was on a boat and Gary and a chair were on there, and I throw one up,
I need a chair.
I need a chair to sit on. I don't need Gary as a friend.
Who do you like Gary better than with guys around here?
You mean like
Oh, wait a
Gary?
minute. I got one for you.
I don't hate Gary. I just don't think about it.
Who do you like better, Gary or Benji?
Oh, that's good.
Oh, I like you better.
Yes.
How
about Gary or Scott the Pace?
Benji's vile.
Gary or Scott the Pace?
I like Scott the Pace.
Wait a minute, Gary or Scott the engineer?
Oh, Gary.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't like Scott the engineer.
Who this?
Robin, I got to tell you something about Howard, though. I had the opportunity to be as close as you can to be a fly on the wall when Howard had sex with Beth.
Oh, you got to hear this.
Whoa,
This son of a bitch.
What happened now?
You tell the story.
It sounds creepy.
So we're at, Howard's house, and in the afternoon, we're all out in the pool with bikinis. So we get back.
John had on his bikini. And John was looking over my girlfriend.
So me and my wife had sex in the afternoon.
Okay.
Where? It was like the first time in like a month.
But not at Howard's
Wait a
house.
minute. What did you do? Excuse yourself?
No, everybody excused themselves to have sex. It seemed. and then we went out to dinner with Howard that night.
Took him out to dinner.
So we come home and my bedroom is underneath Howard and Beth's.
Uh-oh, you put him in that room.
Suddenly, it's like boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom.
Who's moaning, Howard?
It went on for about an hour. Finally, I turned over and had sex with my wife again.
Now, you know what?
It was great. Holy crap. Talk about...
So funny.
I mean,
boom, 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 like that.
The whole bed was shaking. The whole freaking bed.
You are so goddamn proud. Look at you.
I'm not. You know what?
You are.
No.
What?
First of all, I was beating her, okay?
And it went on for quite a long time. And she was moaning and crying.
There's nothing worse.
A lot of noise. I was going, oh my! I started getting aroused. I'm like, I can't believe I'm getting aroused listening to my boss have sex.
You got aroused?
Yeah, we had sex. I rolled over to Susanna. I go, all right.
Well, Susanna's sitting up listening too.
Robin, you couldn't. It was so loud. It was like I was there.
Howard, there's nothing worse.
Hey, girls, when I give it to you, you're satisfied.
Boom, 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 boom.
It would go like for 10 seconds straight. Boom, 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 boom. Then, boom, 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 boom. You ever see that movie, The Four Seasons?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Me and my wife were cracking up. But then I was like, hey, this is turning me on. I gotta ask you something. You don't have to answer this, but were you going from sex to the oral thing back and forth? Was that what's going on? No. Because it went for like 5 minutes, boom, boom, boom. Then it would stop for a little while, but there would be always constant moaning over the whole thing. It was like
no, you don't understand how to make love to a woman. That's your problem. Everything's not constant.
Did you bring out any machinery or anything?
No machinery. Not that night, anyway.
Well, the boom, boom, boom. What the hell's going on?
That's the whole bed shaking. It was like The Exorcist.
That's my nose hitting the wall.
Who are you, Dennis Rodman?
I get a very big schnoz.
Did you know that?
Howard broke his nose having sex, like Rodman broke his penis.
No, because I'm telling you, first of all, that ain't my bed.
What do you mean?
I've been a rental. The bed makes tons of noise.
It's not level or something?
Something's wrong. I don't know. It squeaks like a mother effer.
I thought he was going to come through the ceiling.
Oh, I did.
You weren't up there.
Yeah.
It was fun, though. I had sex twice in one day.
Well, you should thank him.
And I did.
Yeah.
The next morning, I say thanks.
Sounds like a lot of fun out in the Hamptons.
So John comes in, he goes, I'm surprised how long you hold out.
Yeah, because he always says he only lasts a minute. This guy went for an hour.
I believe everything
Then,
here.
hold on. But then we're out there, and this is right. And before all this goes on, Beth shows us her new calendar pictures.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
So we were all sitting there like,
So here's what happened. Beth's on this betho.com. They got a calendar.
Right.
Where, so she took all the pictures, and then they have to decide which pictures to use. So she has like 3 for every month.
Right.
So I said, ask John. Because
he's your fan.
Because John ordered a calendar, and he's all horny.
Yeah. And there's good F me pictures on there. She has this look like come do me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
you like those pictures?
So I put those pictures to connect with her moaning upstairs. It was perfect.
Oh, my God.
Oh, he had a whole
You're over the edge.
He had a whole thing going on.
You're like a perverted architect.
Right.
He took the pictures and flipped them so he could see her in action.
That's right.
And she really looks good. She really looks good in those pictures.
Yeah, I think they're good pictures.
It was just, the whole pool. It's Beth in the bikini, and then it's Ross's girlfriend in the bikini.
Yeah, there was a lot of good-looking chicks.
It was like I was waiting for us all to have an orgy.
Heaven. You were.
By the way, your wife looks good.
No, I know she does.
I bang your wife.
She looks great. He just said he's been banging her forever.
Hitting on her the whole time.
Ross at one point, I look over. I had Ross over to his girlfriend.
Uh-huh.
Ross is laying down. He's got John's wife rubbing his back.
No, his feet.
His feet.
Oh, no. Ross's feet?
And his girlfriend rubbing his
stomach, right?
Stomach.
He looks like Nero over there.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, my God.
But he's like nonstop. I want to bang your wife. Could you please let me? Please.
No, he just keeps working and working it. Let him bang her already.
Hey, you said you'd be in
I don't
that.
mind if
Would
it's...
you,
I don't want another guy. Girls, I don't...
Why don't you swap out? Do Melissa.
Is that what you want?
It's not worth it to me. It's like that movie with Robert Redford. I would never let another guy bang my wife.
But then you get to bang his girlfriend.
I don't care. It wouldn't be enough for me. I'd rather just hear Beth O moaning and I'll bang my wife.
Really? All right. See, you didn't think I could have sex.
It was so funny, Rob.
I was embarrassed that he heard me having sex.
We thought you could have sex. We just didn't know you were James Caan for crying out.
Meanwhile, between you and me, I was just up there. I bought a tape of people having sex and played it.
And you just shook the bed.
Shook the bed so John would think I was doing it.
And she sounded good.
Yeah?
I mean, totally.
Yeah, well, how's she going to sound bad?
Well...
she could be a bad mover.
Yeah, because I once had sex with a girl, and she was like, saying all this bad stuff. That was like a turn
wait a
on.
minute.
Yes,
could you hear what she was saying?
Like what is the wrong thing a girl could say?
I was with some girl one time, and she started saying just the goofy stuff. It bummed me out big time. Stop, you're raping me?
I hate you.
That would be bad. She called me sweetness. She's like, oh, yes, sweetness. I'm like,
well, that's cute.
Nah, it didn't work. It had to be like more, the way people talk.
Oh, I thought she was like, oh, your big teeth are turning me on.
Wait a minute. You said you heard what she was saying?
Yeah, I felt a little weird about that, so I was trying to I just kind of kept it to, focusing on the moans. I wasn't listening to any of the dialogue.
Rob, you're on the air.
Yeah, dude.
Hey.
John, what is your problem, man?
What?
I mean, you're getting off on your boss.
Dude, I didn't ask for that to happen. I just couldn't help it. It was so loud. It was like freaking the 4th of July.
It is creepy that he hears me having sex and then he gets aroused.
Yeah, but what are you going to do?
I don't know if it's Beth more than it's just Howard, dude.
I think we both got aroused.
Who, you and your wife?
Yeah, what the hell? It was so loud. It was like listening to a porno.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, if
it was that loud?
Oh, Howard.
He said he could distinguish words.
I was blocking stuff out because I didn't want to be that nosy, but what was I going to do? It was right above me. You were right above me.
Well, we're very much in love with each other.
How many times, honestly, what's the most amount of times that you had sex in like any day?
Every day.
Yeah, but how many times?
Well, sometimes 2 times, but every day we do it. Yeah. Because we are in love.
Well, that's wonderful. But do you have to give John, like, a preview?
I had no idea that John was listening.
I love how John says, Beth...
How would I know?
Beth sounded good. Like, she's going to sound like Ed Asner all of a sudden.
Yeah, what is she supposed to be? What's she supposed to be, like that donkey lady we play?
It was a turn on, Robin.
I'm sure it was.
I mean, I don't want to be disrespectful, but she's a good moaner.
I mean, if you hear strangers...
No, I'm telling you, you can hear some bad people having sex, and it's like,
I know what he means.
You can just hear the
like dead fish.
Yeah, that won't sound good.
No, I'm talking about good stuff, you know. You just hear the bed going.
Like
It was weird, too. I had a couple of people over. Do you make a lot of noise in bed? I picture you make a lot of noise.
What do you say? Like, you know, well, give me some of your dialogue. Do you say, like, you know, F my you-know-what and stuff like that?
God.
You ever talk dirty? Do you ever talk dirty?
I imagine that might have happened once or twice.
Right.
So that would be nice, too. That would be nice. Hey, how's my ass?
I think I say, who's your daddy or something.
Do you?
No.
Yeah, Dougie, you're on the air.
Yes. How you doing?
Hey.
Where was your girlfriend when you were having sex?
She was in upstate New York.
Yeah, I believe.
I was in Hamptons.
Come on.
Oh, that's funny.
Did the hotel call up and say, "Look, Mr. Stern, there's holes in the pillows. What's going on here?"
I don't know your point. What are you saying?
Well, you used the pillow, put a hole in it.
Ah, you're mean.
Disgraziato.
Who this? Cash.App, $ milk crate marauder.
Huh?
Venmo, @milkcratemarauder.
You stupid bastard.